Private enterprise and government go together like a fish and a bicycle. Anybody who can remember as far back as the 1970s would certainly vouch for that. Thankfully, those days are long gone, and the picket lines that were as long as you could possibly see, and the inefficiencies that led to nationalisation and subsequent bureaucracy and socialist politics that killed off a lot of industry sectors across Europe are thankfully a thing of the past. Or are they? Here we are now in the technological age of the 2020s, and UK Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng has been interfering in a potential takeover by a US company of Ultra Electronics. Now, Mr. Kwarteng wants to put a stop to the proposed acquisition, and this particular acquisition is worth £2.6 billion. It's a very, very considerable potential business takeover of a publicly listed electronics company. Now, using the sort of government-orientated dialogue that usually is associated with politicians interfering with business deals, Mr. Kwarteng is saying that this is a potential national security issue because it's an electronics company that deals with avionics for the defence sector. So at the moment it's up in the air, but investors are perhaps a bit bullish because it may well still go ahead. When Kwasi Kwarteng first interfered with this on Tuesday this week, share prices went down, but now they're up again. It's only 0.45%, but still that's quite impressive considering that the potential deal is still out there and there's no conclusion as to whether it might be thwarted or not yet. But investors are really showing confidence that it might well go ahead, and although they kept quiet because they have to, Ultra Electronics appear to give the impression that they're looking to try to find a way of proceeding with the acquisition. So they still are a target as far as that's concerned. So a 0.45% increase. That is impressive considering that the government wants to really stamp its foot on this particular deal and stop Ultra Electronics being bought by a North American company. If it goes ahead, of course, then the companies join forces and they become quite a force to be reckoned with. But let's see whether the government allows this or not, or whether Ultra Electronics carries on being optimistic, or whether they give up.